This is Danger Dan, and you are watching the Mama Tried Flat Out Friday podcast, brought to you by Harley Davidson. Hey, Paul.
Yo.
Dude, thanks for joining me. Since you showed up, I got a Bell helmet for you.
Really?
Since Pat didn't show up.
I get two of them?
No, I get two of them.
Oh, I thought you were going to say me and Pat had to share a helmet.
No, dude, it would have been handy last night if you'd had a full face.
No kidding.
I was looking forward to racing you out there.
I was looking forward to it too.
I mean,
you took my move though.
What, try and take the whole pack out on the first turn?
You shut the guy's engine off. That was a good move.
Yeah, dude.
I like that.
Haley's bike, it didn't have a fin sticking off. Like it was just a round deal.
You just had to grab it?
Yeah, I was like, that's a good one, you know, to get rid of that little, just to make it a little bit more difficult.
I'll have to remember that.
I mean, I'm going to do it to my mini bike when I get home. Just to make it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah.
That was fun, though.
No better offense than a good defense.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it is? Defense, offense? Whatever. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Dude, no full face helmet. I mean, come on, dude. What were you thinking? I mean, what kind of savage shows up to a race with a 3/4 inch helmet, not protecting your face?
I don't know. I had the right one in my hand.
You're like, I'm going to protect it now from that camera.
I know. Oh, yeah. I forgot they were on. You're filming.
I got you, dude. No, it's new to me, too. I don't normally do
cool,
this.
though. It'll be great.
That's why I did the suit. I'm like, dude, if we're stepping it up, I'm stepping it up, you know?
Next time.
What did you wish you would have known?
That we were going to have suits on. I feel like I'm underdressed.
Am I supposed to tell people if I'm going to dress up?
That's twice in a row now. 2 wardrobe fails for me.
Damn,
helmet yesterday,
dude.
Helmet yesterday and the suit today.
Uh-huh. Well, how's the show up there?
It's great, dude.
Yeah?
So good. Have you not been up there yet?
I mean, not since
Jam is as packed as it's ever been.
No way.
Bikes are as good as they've ever been.
The bikes are sick, dude. What's your favorite pick out there on the floor?
I haven't seen all of them yet, though, but there's a pretty cool little almost digger-style panhead out in front of our booth. It's pretty cool. I didn't even see who built it yet. Dude, it's the classic Mama Tried, though. It's a little bit of everything.
Everything.
Vintage race bikes, newer race bikes, European stuff, some oddities, a lot of choppers.
Yeah.
A lot of cool shit.
There's a stock bike up there.
A stock?
I mean, normally when there's a stock bike, it's like an old bike, right? Like a restoration.
Oh, you mean like a brand new?
Yeah, but my Pan America's up there.
Which one? Oh,
you got the other one up there, too.
No, it's not up there.
Oh, it's not up there.
No.
Well, the old, I just thought it's funny, to have that bike up there. It's like,
I know.
There's nothing really custom done to it.
So somebody came around and asked, they did a little interview with me and Mike just on cool bikes that are in the show, and they're like, yeah, they told us to come talk to you. And like, you got anybody else? I'm like, you got to talk to Dan because he's got one of the coolest bikes with one of the coolest stories in the building. I think Charlie's bike's here too.
Charlie's bike is up there, dude.
And he's a legend.
That motherfucker rode here.
Yeah.
First he went around the world and then he rode here.
Yeah. You know what I love about Charlie? Like he does that whole big thing, and then when his bike gets back to Mexico, he puts it back together, and he doesn't just ride to Boulder. He takes like another 5,000-mile trip around, just another lap around the country, and then goes home. He's a maniac. I love him. That's the best.
That dude's a fucking savage.
He's got the best life.
Fucking savage.
Yeah.
I don't know,
You're not doing so bad.
I don't know, man. He didn't even have suspension. Like, I thought the way I did it was pretty nice. Like, that's the full suspension. I got fucking windshield. Like, I had no idea I was going to enjoy all that stuff so much.
Yep.
It's fucking insane. Bike. It's insane, dude.
It's a nice bike. I'm looking. We've got one coming in this week.
Yeah?
Yep. Yeah, got a pretty decent hookup. So we're gonna go a little different route with ours, but I feel like that bike. We're talking about the Pan America. If people listening didn't know, but I feel like it's a good adventure bike, but it's just a great street bike.
It's got so much potential in so many directions.
Every direction. Like, I'm not saying I don't want to chop one. That'd be kind of cool too. Dude,
so when I first got that, the first ride was to Tennessee for the Red Lens.
Yep.
Tennessee Motorcycle Music Revival happening in May at some point. The whole way there, that's all I could think about was like, dude. Yeah. All you got to do is get rid of the suspension in the back and build like just something to hold a wheel off the motor.
Yeah.
Even use the front end. Like, I mean, you could do a chopper out of that pretty fucking easily,
such a great bike.
Dude.
Fast bike.
And it would be so fucking rad to be on that, just planted in the back.
Yeah.
Just.
I'm with you. You never know.
I mean, but I don't
if
know.
anybody's listening and wants a Pan Am chopper, get a hold of me.
I don't know any, I can't think of any examples where somebody's built a chopper out of like something that doesn't have a frame like that, right? Where you're just
I've seen some Ducatis and stuff like that where the engine's part of the frame, basically the chassis. There's a few of them out there.
Yeah, I imagine
it's not common.
Yeah.
Not common at all.
It was cool talking to Brad earlier and him just talking about the process, how went from an idea all the way to, something on the ground. It seemed like they probably did more work on just getting their communicating to the customers that they already had that this was like not that different from what they've always done. Like there was a lot of thought into that aspect, and then building something that like still represented everything they've done up until now.
Right.
And I'm like, fuck, you guys nailed it, dude.
Yeah, they did great.
I mean, and the potential for the aftermarket on that bike is so fucking strong, dude.
There's a lot. Yeah,
I've been seeing it from the get-go. Like, there's so, like, especially compared to every other adventure bike on the market, you know? Like, you got a BMW. Nobody's going to build a BMW front end to put on that, you know? Like, you're not going to put a different tank on it.
Right.
You're not going to put a different, like, is there a fairing on those things? It's just a windshield, right?
Just a windshield, yeah. There's a lot of body work up there, but it kind of acts as a fairing, but it's not like the Pan Am.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much stuff that could be done. I think there's one up there now, isn't there?
I haven't seen it. I know that there's supposed to be a couple of them here, I thought.
So what are you going to do? You're going to make like a Street Fighter out of it?
Yeah, we're going to make it kind of a naked. We got some really cool upgrades that we're going to do. I don't know how much you want to talk about, but we're doing some protective gear and we'll have some adventure stuff and we'll have some like street stuff. Yeah. So we're going to have like basically you can buy our parts as a kit to turn it into a Street Fighter type bike where it's naked.
Really? You can do like a whole fucking kit?
Yeah. So you can buy each part individually or the whole kit, which would be 3 to 5 pieces depending on which one you go with. One is going to be a rear seat delete with a new back, so you'll retain the stock front seat, but then there'll be like a little pad that goes into the back of the tail section we're making. So it'll look, just be a much smaller and lighter configuration. And just make it looks really cool. It's all being done out of bent aluminum. So you can anodize it, powder coat it, polish it, and it looks really cool. Just reusing as much stock stuff as possible, but just losing a little bit of weight and just making it look kind of cool. Then we're working with a local guy. We'll have more information on that one soon. We're working with a local guy on the seat part of it. And then, just the typical stuff like risers and some foot peg stuff. And we got some covers that we're going to redo, the chain cover and that kind of stuff up towards the transmission. We're going to redo a lot of that.
That big piece of plastic covering the sprocket.
Yeah. And then, the bottom, we're going to do some protective gear for the other line. So.
Yeah. When I first reached out to you, I mean, there was one thing I wanted is like that just the front. The only thing that I had a problem with on the whole trip was just covering the radiator with mud and it not doing its job.
Yeah.
And, we talked about it more the other day. It's like, that was just one of the sacrifices in the design. I wish I would have talked to Brad about that. Every other bike has just got them out to the side, up top, not right behind the front wheel.
Right. Well, one thing Harley does is they probably more than other companies is I think they try to maintain a certain design aesthetic because their customer base is very very aesthetic oriented. Like they want it to look like a Harley or they want it, you know what I mean? They don't want, a lot of times function and form have to be on the same level. Whereas some other manufacturers, the function takes, is more important to them than the form. The Harley, I think they try to keep those on a level. However, before I left your house on the bike, you told me, and we could see just from you, the short ride home, was it 20, 30 miles from the dealership to your house? Full of pebbles, full of sand, just from your driveway, basically.
Yeah.
Well, then I took it, 600 or 800 miles home, and a lot of it was off-road, a lot of it was on gravel, and it gets nasty fast. And luckily it was in the wintertime. It was, January 1st when I did that, so it wasn't as hot as it could be, but I can imagine the issues you would have if it were hot and you're packing your radiator, that's full of mud.
Yeah.
If you're in South America and packing the radiator.
I would also cleaning it with water out of ditches, just finding hoses on the side. One thing that's good about there is a lot of those gas stations down there, like, they're kind of like what I imagine the gas stations in America used to be like, where there's like a full lube station as well.
Sure.
So the gas stations have
like a garage.
A garage attached to it where you can do some work on or really they have people to do the work. It's not, So they had stuff like water. A water hose was easy to find.
But that's not ideal. You'd rather keep that shit out of your radiator.
Yeah, I mean, you can go a long way on one tank of gas before you make it to another gas station again.
Right.
And one thing it also made me do is just fucking stop every once in a while.
Check it out. Take a look at it.
Well,
or just let it cool off.
Yeah, just let it cool off. But it was just like I'm stopping in fucking beautiful places that I'll probably never, ever go back to. So it was like,
that's the one thing
it was a good thing to just be like, I
wish we'd have done more of that in Nepal. It seemed like we were always trying to get somewhere so fast, and then when we did stop, that was like, those are the parts I remember. Like, the ride kind of starts to blend a little bit. But those times when you'd be stopped at a corner or something and waiting on some other people or just taking it in, like the time that me and Darren and Brian stopped by that waterfall and heard that you had gotten into the little fender bender, I guess we'd call it.
Oh yeah, that was not a fender bender. That fucking
T-boned.
Straight fucking head on collision, dude.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite parts. And then I can't remember the guy's name. The guy came and was like, "Yeah, I think Dan got into an accident." So we waited for it. But that's one of the most memorable parts, just standing by that waterfall and taking it all in and just taking that moment,
Yeah.
And then instead of just hauling ass and trying not to die.
See, I did a lot of that out there.
Did you?
I mean, yeah.
Maybe I'm just thinking I want to go back.
The tail guy
they would
was
tell
like,
us that all the time, like, no, we got to catch up. We got to catch up. It's like, I don't want to. I want to extend it as long as I can.
Yeah. Dude.
That stretch in Arkansas is badass, though. We need to meet in the middle.
Oh, there's so much in Arkansas.
So whenever we were sitting in the hotel room that morning, I was like, oh, these roads are named after a lumber company. Well, those are timber roads. Let's hit that shit.
Yeah.
Fuck, they were good.
Yeah.
So good. Well, the video we got, it shows a lot of how off-road I was, but I'm telling you what, man, that stuff back there, it was raining. It was so sloppy and nasty, and I'm like, I don't know how I didn't drop it.
Yeah. The bike handles really fucking well, dude.
It's great.
It really performs. I mean,
one thing I expected it to do that it didn't was at low speed. So the handlebars were really far back and short for guys our height, right? So when you're standing up, it's really hard to operate the clutch and everything. So there was a couple times where I wish I had more clutch control and I just basically relied on my throttle control, and that thing lugged through. I'm like, oh, I'm going to stall out, and
it's good.
It didn't.
It's good.
It just kept putting through.
It's good in low RPMs, like really.
Yeah. I was surprised.
Even like the power down there, like if you're
the power down there is better than I heard it was too.
Yeah, like if on the freeway something happens and I got my phone out, and I don't shift down and I get down real low, you fucking twist that throttle and it just fucking
it's an impressive bike
up,
It's an impressive bike.
It really is, dude. That fucking, I don't have a lot of experience on other bikes besides my old one, so it's a pretty big jump.
Yeah,
but it seems to be a pretty fucking sweet motor.
It's impressive. I don't think that the aftermarket, as we touched on earlier, I don't think the aftermarket and the customizing potential has been even remotely.
No, it hasn't.
Like, nobody's really done a lot. There are people doing some cool shit, but there's just not.
Tortec's the only one that I've seen that's doing quite a bit of stuff.
Really?
They just did a tailpiece, but I think what's different about this bike and the customers that are buying this bike and will buy this bike, they like that brand, the badge, the heritage. It's an American company, and there's no American companies offering shit for it yet. And I think that for all the other stuff all the other companies that have been making aftermarket parts for adventure bikes, that customer base didn't really care about that aspect. So there was, not only is it cheaper to make it other places, but it was, those people didn't really care where the fuck it was made,
They just want different bag options and different foam mount options and a little bit of foot pegs.
So now risers. I think that this new customer base, that potential is strong.
I agree. It'll be cool to see what else happens with it.
I think, people were hesitant right out of the gate, obviously, and the timing too. You know, like there was when it first came out,
right in the middle of
just
COVID.
having to get supplies, and people were having trouble keeping stuff in stock they knew they could sell.
Yeah.
So why are you going to go out and like try some new shit that you're not really sure about? So the timing was definitely.
But it was the best-selling adventure bike that year, I think.
Yeah, it
Their
was.
debut year, they outsold everybody else.
And I think
impressive.
last year it didn't do as good because, you know, it was the first year bike. You know, I love it how people are
first year
shocked.
excitement.
Well, people are shocked when there's like stuff that was wrong with it, you know, or like, you know, some kinks that have got to be worked through, you know, like when you buy a brand new bike, it's like, you know, you buy a first year phone model, you know, like as soon as they come out, like there's some bugs.
Cars and
like
shit too.
Anything,
Yeah,
you know,
everything.
it's
Like they was just, you don't buy the first year of a new engine or a new transmission in a car, you know, because let them work it out.
Yeah.
And Harley had new everything.
And they bought it all the first year, and everybody was shocked that there were some issues. You know, it's like, come on, you know. I mean, I guess it's easy for me to say that because I had such good luck.
You had great luck.
I mean, I fucking put that bike through the fucking paces right out of the gate.
Yep.
I mean, and it's fuck. I could
You're
go up
definitely
there
not the average user.
fired up. And no, I bet there was some people that were hoping I wouldn't get my hands on something like that. Right?
Really?
Like, of course he's gonna fuck it up. You know, like.
Yeah, that's
I'll
the
break
fun
it.
of riding though.
I'll definitely break it.
Yeah.
And
You
I
gotta
did.
break some shit
and I
every
fixed
now
it.
and then. Yeah.
You know? That fucking beer can's still on there from Tennessee.
I know. Like 3 years now. Where's your next trip? What's on the horizon?
Back to Texas.
Next
After
bike
that,
trip.
going to Daytona.
Are you? You riding?
Racing. No, trucking out there.
Yep. So it's in
Racing.
just a couple weeks.
Sons of Speed. Go to Supercross, doing a show with Choppers Magazine and Harley.
That's awesome, man.
And then I may do some podcasts there. But I'm going to ride from there and meet my family in Key West.
Perfect.
Wife's flying out with the kids. We're going to celebrate
Oh,
Brad
yeah.
Daniel's birthday.
Yep.
Nick's going to roll with me. We're going to go hit the bridges. And
Yep.
yeah.
That's your brother-in-law that lives down there, right?
My brother-in-law and sister-in-law.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
Awesome.
dude, it's a good ride from Daytona.
Yeah, I've never done it. It's
Once you
definitely
get
on my
past
list.
Miami.
Yeah, it's on my list.
Have you been like down Gator Alley or any of those?
No,
fucking-
I've never been further south than like Lake Okeechobee.
Dude,
That's as
there's
far
a
south as
fucking
I've been.
road down there. And this is no bullshit. There are fucking gators everywhere. Like literally right on the side of the road. Like you stop, take a piss on the side of the road, and you can see
There's
gators
bears
10
down there
foot
too,
from you.
man. There's bears
And they
in
got fucking
Florida.
pythons that stretch from one side of the road to the other, dude.
Dude, what is going
I
on
was
in
looking
Florida?
for one of those.
I
dude.
just moved my daughter to Florida. And I'm like, I'm not even worried about the people down here. There's just so much. I'm driving across state and it's like, hey, beware of bears and then beware of gators. And there's like, where the fuck did I move her, man?
Dude, I stopped and talked to a cop on Gator Alley, and I was like, I couldn't believe how many gators I was seeing. I'm like, dude, is this like normal?
Are there gators and crocs in Florida?
No, just gators.
You sure? I think there's a couple spots where there can be. I could be fully mistaken, but I thought there was a spot where there's both. A couple of spots. It's one of the few places in the world, but I don't know. Either way, fucking dinosaurs out there.
But that cop was like, dude, when the sun goes down, watch out for the fucking pythons, And I'm like,
Did you see that picture the other day where there was like there was a little snake tail hanging out of this guy's ceiling? It was on Instagram or something. There's like a little snake tail this far. And they're like poking at it. And they poke so hard that 3 of the biggest pythons you've ever seen fall out. I'm talking they look like they're 18 feet long. Yeah.
Oh my God. No.
And then they're just like the 3 of them are slithering to get back up into the damn ceiling. And he's, of course, freaking out. I'm like, yeah, where the fuck are you living that there's 3 pythons in your ceiling?
Well, yeah, what are you keeping around your house to attract 3 pythons?
Dude. So when I was growing up, I grew up on a farm like you did. And like the black snakes. Oh, those are good snakes. Keep them around. Which I'm cool with snakes if I know they're there. If I don't know they're there, they'll scare the shit out of me. Mm-hmm. But I remember my dad was out of town once. And my mom, she wasn't so okay with snakes. There was a snake the old man always made sure nobody messed with out in the barn, keep the rats and shit down, right? Mm-hmm. Well, he found his way into the house. And dude, she was so freaked out, trying to get a hold of him on the phone and everything. I'm like, don't worry, Mom. I'm like 10, I got it. And I go down there and I fish it into a bucket upside down over the top of it. And then I'm like, 10-year-old kid trying to figure out, okay, now how do I get this flipped over And a black snake will still bite you, and it hurts like crazy. Finally get it flipped over, and I put like, a piece of cardboard or whatever, box or something over the top of it. And take it outside, throw it out. Day or two later, my old man's still out of town. He's back in the basement. I'm like, man, I don't know what to do with this at 10 years old, but I had to do it all over again. I was my mom's biggest hero.
So you're a
for about
snake
2
handler.
days. Yeah. There's a lot of copperheads where we live. So, yeah, I've killed, when they're around kids and stuff, you got to get rid of them.
Dude.
Yeah.
Those little sneaky bastards.
Yep.
They
Lazy.
blend into everything.
Yep.
Yeah. Have you ever been bit by one?
Not by a copperhead, no.
You been bit by a snake, though?
Oh, yeah, numerous times.
Really?
Never anything poisonous. Yeah.
Huh.
Rat snakes and black snakes, stuff like that, yeah. Garden snakes, all that kind of little shit.
I got bit by a fucking rattlesnake that was like
a rattlesnake that big. Those are the bad ones, they say.
Yeah. I mean, luckily I had gloves on.
Okay. Didn't get you?
Didn't get me, but it fucking spooked the shit out of me.
Fuck yeah, dude.
It's stuck in my
So
glove.
my daughter went to college to be a wildlife. I don't know why we're talking about snakes, but she went to school to be a wildlife biologist, right?
Really?
Like, she calls, so that's why she's in Florida now. She's working like a dolphin.
It's a great place for that kind of
so
shit.
she's like helping dolphins and like see turtles and shit get healthy, like rehabbing all these animals.
Well, I got a story
Super
about
rad
this.
job.
Okay.
So she's in school, like maybe last spring. I'm like, hey, what are you up to? She's like, oh, we're out catching rattlesnakes. And I'm like, oh yeah, haha. She's like, no, really. We go out in these, I think it's the Mississauga rattlesnake. I could be mistaken. They're not exactly temperamental like a timber rattler or a diamondback or something, but it's still a damn rattlesnake. She's like, there's so many rattlesnakes in this field. Like we step on them.
What?
There's just a spot near the college she went to
Where?
in northern Missouri, like close to Iowa.
What the fuck?
She's like, yeah, dozens and dozens and dozens. Like we'll walk from the car to where we're picking them up. They pick them up and they put them in this box and then they put like a tracking chip in them with a needle, right?
Because just to study these rattlesnakes.
Like, so you're going to college where they've got a bunch of teenagers and like early 20-year-olds out there just catching rattlesnakes. She's like, yeah, we catch them, put them in a bag, put them in this box, put the chip in, we'll go turn them back loose. And people left and right are stuck. I'm not even kidding, stepping on them. She's like videotaping and like the friends walking through and stepping and yeah. It's like, good for you, girl.
So dolphins, right? Some guy.
So just somebody you might know.
Yeah, somebody.
Right, just some random
He said
fella.
one of his customers, worked for, was in the Navy. They had a base down in fucking Florida where they're training these dolphins to fucking go out and
The bomb sniffers. Is that what they're doing?
do way more than just blow up bombs, dude.
Yeah.
And then, so they were getting to be like sniff out gold and shit, right? So they used them to go fucking
Treasure hunting?
yeah,
I love it.
successful,
Really?
dude. They fucking got all that gold
Really?
out of there. They retired. A bunch of them split it all up. Now the dude's got a hell of a Harley collection
Well, good for him.
because of these dolphins that they fucking train.
Really?
Yeah, isn't that insane? That's pretty
Good for
wild,
them.
right?
Yeah.
Train the dolphin to go find old pirate ships.
Yeah. Fucking what could be crazier?
Damn, you need to tell your daughter she's getting close.
No
to
shit, right?
Like, hey,
Yeah,
you're
make
working
some
with
money.
dolphins.
Yeah.
Got an idea.
Yeah.
Those guys.
Yeah.
I don't know. You do one, do you do it again? Like, all right, we got this load. Do we go look for another shipwreck? Because they're out there.
Yeah, that stuff's all protected and you're not supposed to mess with it.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck no.
I don't know. That's just like all the criminals that make a big score, like they make all these millions of dollars selling drugs and shit. And I'm like, man, could you
just
ever
stop
just
there.
stop? This is a wild story, Dan. You're going to love this. So I had a guy working for me years ago, but I'm going to back up to high school. So I'm in high school. I don't remember what year. It doesn't matter. All of a sudden we're on lockdown. The whole school's locked down. I'm like, man, what's going on? Like, there's all these bomb threats around town at the courthouse and all this stuff. There's bomb threats, right? And like 20 minutes away, the bank gets robbed. Just out in the middle of nowhere, tiny, tiny town. But the way Missouri was set with their banking.
Dude. Get him busy looking at other shit. Hit the bank.
So he goes, he gets all the, the highway patrol and all the deputies and everything. They're all at the county seat. And then like 20 miles away from everything, he robs this bank. And the way the banks were set up was only certain branches would have big amounts of cash. And he hit these two guys. So fast forward 20 something years later, I hire this guy and he's like, I just got to let you know, I went to prison for robbing a bank. I go, really?
No way.
which bank was that? He's like, oh, the bank at Dutzau. I go, you're shitting me. I'm like, tell me the story. So there's some personal stuff that went on. Everybody's got some kind of justification. He's like,
of course.
We did a dry run at a Walmart a couple nights before we did the bank, and he's like, it went off without a hitch. There was no problems. So then we did the bank. And he's like, 2 weeks went by or a week and a half or something. We were good. And his partner got cold feet. He got nervous. Decided to turn them in.
Oh.
So turn him in. Dude did 14 years for robbing that bank. And and he's like, I don't know, he, cleaned his life up. He wasn't really, I think a kid was sick and he was trying to, get money to get his kid, take care of some health stuff, I think was the story. But then, he's like, he's all apologetic and, remorseful and all that shit. But then he kind of goes, but I ain't gonna lie to you. There ain't no rush in the world like robbing a bank. And I'm like, David Allan Coe has that song, I Love Robbing Banks. And I'm like, yeah, man.
Oh my gosh.
I can't imagine.
This guy works for you now?
No, so he learned to weld in prison. And I don't want to talk. He was a little rough around the edges.
No.
Yeah.
The guy that robbed the bank was?
Yeah, right. He was,
you didn't see that one coming,
right?
Did you?
But he was a good worker.
Cool that you gave him a chance. You're like, all right.
But how they get stuck in their ways and everything. And there was some stuff he was doing that wasn't safe, welding wise. Like he'd go and cool stuff off in the shop sink. I'm like, you can't do that, man. You gotta let that stuff. Can't? No, you're not supposed to. Got that shit normalize. You can fracture. You're making it cool down too quick.
Oh yeah.
So metal doesn't like that. It likes to kind of settle into itself. So yeah, he's been gone. Shit, he's been gone for probably 10 years now. Yeah, it's kind of. I'm not gonna say meet a childhood hero, but I kind of met a childhood hero.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. Dude thought it through though, and nobody can keep their lips
got
tight.
Cold feet. Were they like getting close to finding him, or was it like?
No, he's like, dude, they had no clue.
No clue.
Stole a car, dumped the car off in a river or some kind of shit.
Damn, man.
Like he's like, they had no clue who we were, what, nothing.
How could that guy that you hired not think about doing it again?
I don't know, man.
If you were able to do it.
The thing is, though, like, how could you do it just by yourself and like make it worth it?
Somebody to trust.
You can't trust anybody, man.
Yeah.
Like there's one or two people in my life that I could tell anything. One's my son and one's my dad. That's it.
It's good to have that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like I'm talking anything.
Yeah.
Like where life-changing consequences, there's only those two guys.
And your son's up there working with you now, huh?
Yeah, he's kicking ass. He's very excited for that Pan Am to come in because I think he's kind of putting his name on it.
Yeah.
He thinks he is. I'm pretty generous, but it might be ours, not his.
Yeah.
He likes those. He likes that bike a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
He gets to ride mine?
Yeah. Good. He's like, that thing's violently fast.
It's so fucking fast.
So we have some fast bikes around our shop, like fast bikes. His bike's fast. He's got a 120 horsepower Sportster that's just breakneck fast. He's like, that Pan Am's the only bike in this building I won't pin. He's like, I need to be a better rider before I do that.
For real?
Yeah. Yep.
Might need some better brakes.
That is one thing I noticed, and I get it. The rear brake on that thing. So, us just being chopper guys, rear brake is always the first thing I hit. Unless you're off road and whatever, or going into a corner, just whatever. If I got to use front brake, I do. But the rear brake on that thing is very light, and I know that like most sport bikes, their rear brake is so tiny and small. It's really just to slow you down, not to stop you.
Yeah. And
I noticed that about the Pan Am. What do you think? So it's kind of, you got to shift gears for me, going from dragging an 800-pound bagger or 900-pound bagger down to nothing. You want as much brake as possible. But on that Pan Am, I don't know that you'd want to mess with that. Did you ever have any? Was there ever any time where you thought, I wish that this had more rear
brake on that bike worked better than any other bike I have?
Well, yeah.
It's like
100%.
I don't know that
I did just notice, like, compared to the Dynas and FXRs and touring bikes, that rear brake is almost non-existent.
I mean,
but I'm not saying that's a bad thing. You get what I'm saying? That's just me kind of like, The old Buells, their rear brake was about like that.
In the
barely
dirt,
enough to slow you down.
It'll lock up in the dirt.
Yeah.
So, and I use the front brake heavy on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just goes really fucking fast.
Yes, it does.
Like, I mean, it goes really
It'll
fast.
slow down fast, too, though.
And it does. I mean, the fucking anti-lock brake system.
Crazy good.
Did you use the anti-lock brakes in the dirt?
Oh, yeah.
They were so fucking good.
In the mud, yeah.
Take a turn, come and do a turn way too hot, and hit that brake and turn. It's insane.
Yeah.
Where I would normally just be locking up and sliding.
There were numerous times where I'm like, oh, I'm going down this time. And I didn't drop that bike once. You guys, so we did a YouTube video on it, and it just came out a couple days ago. So we're doing a whole series on that trip down to your house and then riding home. And the most recent one just came out on our YouTube channel is the one that's got all the off-road riding on it. Mm-hmm. And you can see, like, there's times where I struggled to get up hills, and I was like leaning over so far. And that bike just ate up everything you threw at it. It was cool. You know, the only ditches I had about the bike are ergonomics, and that's just because I'm taller than average. You know,
they don't build bikes for you,
right? Or you? Not that much shorter than me.
I mean, what are you, like 6'8", 6'6"?
6'6".
You got like 4 inches on me.
You're a tall 6'2". Tall drink of water.
I am a tall drink of water, dude.
Long, tall Texan. Remember that
song? I'm excited that you're gonna add something.
So dude, we're doing it. It's all American made. Everything we do is all American. So there's a lot of adventure bike parts out there for other brands, and there's some for the Harley.
How have you noticed since the lockdowns? Like, there's like this big revival, or there's this. Damn, look at this guy. What's up, Warren? Since COVID, like, everybody's like, fuck, we gotta buy American, when all the shit got fucking sale.
So, I feel like there's a lot of,
keep going.
I feel like there's a lot of people, you know how it is, dude, it's like 9/11. These colors don't run, and let's all stand together. And 20 years ago, everybody in America hates everybody. It's just fucking insane, right? So the same things kind of happened with COVID, I think, and when the stockyards or the shipyards got shut down, it got hard to buy stuff. It got hard to supply things. So the way I felt it was, I've always bought domestic materials. Well, all the people that were buying imported materials by like the truckload compared to my quarter of a truckload, they're bumped in front of me now buying the domestic materials. So it's slowing us down. Prices go up. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So that was the major kink for us, was like all those bigger companies that are normally buying imported materials. They just jumped in front of us. Luckily, we powered through it. Prices changed a little bit, but not some of the parts we make out of stainless, that stainless 17.4, it's conditioned to a certain, hardness. It went up 7 times. So if it was a $10 blank, that's a $70 blank now. Like our axles were like $10 a blank before, just like a cut blank. Now they're like $67, $68 before I even touch it. And our part, our prices didn't go up that much. We ate as much as we could. And it also made us focus on efficient machining. So it used to be, the material wasn't the cost, the labor was. Now when you're at $70 instead of 10, now the material so it's like you might do a little more machine work because that's cheaper than paying for the extra material. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So we changed a lot of shit up.
Well, Warren, you just came in when we started talking about motorcycles again, dude. We were just talking about fucking snakes.
We're talking about
fucking falling out of ceilings
alligators.
And dolphins finding treasure wrecks and shit.
Hey man, we got. You see the alligator at the Iron Horse yet?
No.
I'll be munching on one tonight. They're smoking
What? They're smoking
one?
one?
Oh my god, dude! Alligator's amazing.
We did not know about it. How's it going upstairs, dude?
It's great, man.
It's fucking wild.
It's so cool.
I can't. Every time I go out there, I don't even make it to the stairs. Like I just like. It's like fucking just stopping and talking, and then I turn around and come back.
Things are good, man. You got a boss right here.
I know, dude.
Yeah. Known Paul for years. I appreciate
long time, man. So I told a story the other night about. Do you remember going to St. Louis for the premiere of Richie's motorcycle film? Have I told you this story?
No. Who's Richie and what's his motorcycle?
So Rich Phillips put out a movie.
Rich Phillips, the sea guy?
Yeah, okay. He did a movie maybe. It's probably been almost 15 years ago now, huh?
Oh, easily. It's probably
Yeah,
more than that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we were still
Or wait, maybe it was El Diablo Days, so that might be right.
07-ish.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
Remember what it was called?
Free to Wander.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Free to Wander.
You can still watch it
Really?
on Netflix or Amazon.
it's
I
still out
fucking
there.
like Rich a lot.
It's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, Rich is a good dude. So the Milwaukee guys come down, and there were some Chicago guys, and they did like a premiere at this, kind of biker bar in St. Louis. Well, aside from other things St. Louis is known for, East St. Louis is known for women taking their clothes off. So we have this
And that's
this
where
great
the movie
party.
premiere's at?
It's on our side of it's on the Missouri side. That's where the party started. Meanwhile, St. Louis is like the third biggest Mardi Gras in the world.
Okay.
Behind like Rio and New Orleans. It's a big deal. But that was a little ways down the road from us. So we got so rowdy that the band quit playing because we had irritated them so much. So then we had free reign of all the band's equipment and the microphone. So we're just, we're having a hell of a time. You hopped in the truck with us to leave, right?
Yep.
So I had a dually with a big bull bar in the front, right? And the route I normally take to get to the east side had Jersey dividers, big concrete, stuck up. And then there was a van full of the Chicago and Milwaukee guys behind us. And I get stopped and I'm like, oh shit. And there's just all this Mardi Gras craziness going on all over the place. And I'm like, well, if I push these Jersey dividers out of the way with my truck,
You can keep going.
yeah, right to the titty bar. We're good. So I push it and then the whole truck lights up with all this bright light. And he's like, yeah, there's a cop right here with his spotlight right on you watching you do this. And I'm like, well, we've already done the damage. Let's go. So we went, the van follows us. We get over to the titty bar. I pay to get everybody in, like however much money that would have been. I immediately get a phone call. Hey man, can you come back? My car got stolen from the bar.
Oh my God.
So they had a great time at the titty bar. I think I had to go get my buddy, take him home because his car got stolen.
Every time we go to St. Louis, it's
St. Louis
mayhem.
goes hard,
It's
man.
wild. Yeah,
It's awesome.
It never disappoints.
Yeah.
Never disappoints.
There's an incredible chopper crowd in St. Louis.
Really?
Incredible chopper crowd. It's amazing. They don't give a fuck about Instagram and social media and all that. It's just like there's a few chopper clubs around and like them dudes, like there was a party last summer we went to. I mean, 1,000 choppers there, man. I'm talking choppers too, shovel heads and pan heads and everything's, tall St. Louis style stuff. And
that D-rake.
yep.
The D-rate's
Dude,
big.
St. Louis is a fucking cool place, man. It's gritty and it's fun and it's a lot like Milwaukee, honestly.
Yeah.
It's just
I would say
Milwaukee's a little, cleaner and nicer. St. Louis is a little more industrial.
I don't want to say it, but
war zone-ish, but
which
Yeah, I
is
went
weird
through
to
there
say because
years ago.
Milwaukee is like
I love
it was-
Milwaukee,
it was
man.
cool.
The first time I ever came here was 25, 30 years ago. I was like, man, this is a great town.
yeah.
It is.
It's clean and I just mean clean, like there's not a bunch of shit on the streets and smog and all that kind of stuff. It's not Kathmandu.
No, it's not fucking
boy.
Kathmandu. Have you been to Kathmandu?
Yes, I have.
That's awesome.
It's crazy,
That's
right?
where the suits from is Kathmandu.
I love it, man. You look great. You look wonderful out there last night.
Have you
Thank
told
you,
the story
thank you.
about you guys getting them suits on the podcast yet?
I'm sure. Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to pop down. I didn't mean to pop in.
No, you did.
I
You
wanted to come
popped
and
in.
say
Good,
hi.
man.
I got to go pee. We just did like an hour here, man.
shit, dude.
It's fucking great. What do you think of the spot, huh?
It's great.
It's fitting, man.
It's-
The suit and the paisley tent or the paisley.
I mean, it's like a gypsy fucking tent.
you guys
or
do this?
something. Yeah, I
Or is
came
it-
in last night.
Did
My
you
wife
really?
did all this.
Dude, she's amazing.
I know, she really is.
She's like, no, I didn't.
All right, let's take a break, dude.
All right, good
got
shit.
it.
Guys, thank you so much.